when he told me, it it didn't blow my mind, but it stuck with me all this time because this happened 30 something years ago. 40 years ago, right? So you have to know beforehand that the reason I have always done this, why I do what I do, not just teach, but actually devote my research, my investigation, my self belief in the craft of communication has everything to do with the fact that underneath all of this, I'm really quite shy and introverted. I have always been. And the reason I've always been that way is because I was the third shortest kid in school when I was growing up, and I was bullied incessantly. I actually became a national judo champion in the United States because I needed to learn to defend myself because I was picked on for being the third shortest kid in school, and this made me very shy. I was already feeling self-conscious. And the first shortest was a midget, and the second shortest was a dwarf, and then there was me. So I was picked on because no self-respecting bully is going to pick on a midget or a dwarf when they can pick on little Paulie G. So that is why I actually was shy and introverted, and I made my own decision to get out of my own way and start to actually figure out how to be bold in order to be not a slave to my fears. This is what I've been doing myself and teaching others for a long time. Good. So I went away to university and I said hi to everybody. I have always been interested. Say hi to everybody. People around my neighborhood called me the mayor because I'm always waving. I want people to know that I'm here. I want people to know what I look like. I do not want, especially when I was living in Manhattan in the early 80s in a dangerous place, dangerous area. I was one of three white boys on what I called the gateway to Harlem. I lived on Central Park North. It was 110th Street. No, it's nothing like now what it was then. It was dangerous and scary. And actually, I was one of three white boys on my block. And I met everyone in the eye and I said hi. And that was very valuable because people saw that I was friendly and they actually went out of their way to let me know that if I was ever in trouble, just knock on my window. My door's right over there. You're a nice person. So that was how that worked. Good. I did the same thing when I went away to university. Said hi to everybody. And there came a point when one of the guys in my dorm approached me and said, "How do you do it?" And I said, "Do what?" And he said, "Be so upfront and out there." And I said, I told him a little bit, and he said, "Can I invite you to tea?" And he invited me over to his dorm room for tea. And I met him, I don't know, let's say, tea time, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever it was, didn't matter. And we sat in his room, he made us tea, and we talked for about 3 hours. And I explained to him why I don't want to be bounded by my fears and how I needed to choose to overcome my own concerns, my own fears, my own memory of being bullied, so that I could actually do what he sees now. Be friendly, be curious, and say hi first. And he asked me a lot. And at the end of a long conversation, we said goodbye. I gave him a hug. I'm a hug type of person often. Handshake, hug, see you later. How you doing? It doesn't matter. We separated and did our thing. And a few weeks later, I saw him out and I recognized him, pointed my finger, said, "How you doing?" He said, "See anything different?" I said, "You look fantastic." "No, different? No, I'm not. No. What's up?" "Great to see you." And he said, "I'm wearing a hat." I said, "It's a great looking hat. It looks good on you." He said, "You don't understand. I've never worn a hat. My mom my mom made me feel like I didn't have it in me to do anything bold at all, including any flashy clothing, and a hat was absolutely out of the question. I have never worn a hat in my life, but I like this hat a lot. And after speaking with you a few weeks ago, I thought a lot about that. And I want to do what you were talking about. So I put my hat on today. And I'm wearing it outside for people to see because of our conversation. And I was just, I gave him a big hug. I said, "That's fantastic. That is just amazing. I'm so proud of you." And I've never forgotten it. It was 40 years ago. So why would I tell you this? Number one, you don't know what other people have done to get where they are. And to see something really small and not think much of it, to you might be small and to them might be big. Number two, you can choose to do things differently. You can rewrite your own script, your own story, your own history. Number three, you need to find the people who make sense to you so that you can be around them and gain access to their story and their information and their mindset and their determination so that you can absorb that and turn it into your own version of theirs. And number four, it's never too late to make your next decision based on what you have always wanted to do. That's the way it starts. That's what it takes. And it is not about any of those cliches and tropes and all of that god awful stupid business bullshit that we see out here in this online space. Those people don't know you. And those people claiming to assist you with simple, quick tricks, it takes more. It takes getting close to someone who actually can hear you. And then walk the journey side by side. I want to keep this under 10. That's my I'm wearing a hat story. The year was 1982. See you later.